Hello, hello. I'm back with another comic book haul video. I believe this is my 42nd, and it covers the last 2 weeks, which is, I believe, the January 6th and the 13th. Now, I have only 7 books to show you, and after I show you the books, I'll explain to you why. The preview of it would be that my comic book buying has changed, and I'll explain why later. And I'm sure you can hear it in the background. The music's kind of low right now. I'm sure it'll pick up. Is the music to Bond Back in Action 2. The previous video, a card show video, I played Volume 1. This is Volume 2. And this covers The Man with the Golden Gun to GoldenEye, the James Bond movies. That's why it's colored gold. This came out in 2000. That's when the CD was released, so that's why it only goes up to GoldenEye. Figured I'd give you all something else to listen to besides my voice. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start showing you the books, and they're all, well, independent books, and again, I'll explain why. First up is The Girl Who Handcuffed Houdini, and it's number 2, and that's the A cover. Up next is a really thick book, The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, and that's the B cover. It's a $6 book, but I think you get about 64 pages, so there's no ads, so I mean, it's very prime example of you get what you pay for. You know, you pay more, you get a lot more. So yeah. Anyway, next up is Hack Slash versus Vampirella from Dynamite. The previous 2 books were from Titan, I think. Anyway, this is the A cover, and this is a much better cover than issue number 3 had. Yeah, much prettier cover. Now it's back to Titan Comics with Quarry's War. I think I pronounced that right. Quarry's War number 2. And that's the A cover. Part of their hard case crime. I don't know if it's an imprint or whatever it is, or whatever they want to call it. It's fine. Anyway, back to Dynamite with The Shadow Batman number 4, and that's the B cover. And I guess this is the only one that, I guess you can call this maybe half of an independent book, because it's also a DC book. You know, see the DC logo, so it's, I guess, half a big publisher and half a, I guess, 6.5 independent books and half a big publisher. Anyway, back to Image, not back to, this is the first Image book I showed you. Slots number 4. I've been with this one since the beginning. I haven't read the series yet. Of course, and that's part of one of the reasons why my buying habits have changed. And now back to Image with The Walking Dead number 175. Part of, I guess they're starting a new storyline, New World Order, number 1 of 6. And, well, that's all the books for this video. And the reason why only 7 books covering 2 weeks is that I'm so far behind on my reading. This got stacks of books that it's going to take me forever. I think I was getting an average of maybe 15, 16 books a week, but only having time to read a few of them. And so until I get caught up, comic books are going to be my secondary hobby, because for about 3.5 years now, comic books were my main hobby and sports cars were my secondary, and now it's flip-flopped. And so I'll just stick to nothing for Marvel. yeah, maybe once I get caught up, I'll start getting their books again. But the way things are now with Marvel and how backed up I am, I'll get nothing from them. And for DC, I'll stick with the Dark Knight's Metal series, miniseries, and the new what do you call it, the Doomsday Clock maxi series or whatever it's called. And I'll just stick to a few independent books, like the ones I just showed you, and some James Bond books, and like Zombie Tramp and Dollface and Vampblade, and it's smaller books from smaller publishers. And, oh, I forgot to mention, I've showed this in another video, the Wizard World Austin recap video. It's a print I bought at the most recent Wizard World Austin Supergirl print. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not sure how often I'll do my comic book haul videos. You know, either might be on average about once every 2 weeks, if I were to guess. Not sure if I'll go this week, the 20th. I think the next comic day is January 20th. I'm not sure if I'll go to the store. I more likely won't do a comic book haul video, because more than likely I'll only get maybe 1 or 2 books, I think, if I remember correctly, after looking at Diamond Comics website. Yeah, so you should, maybe on the next video I'll show you how far behind I am, how thick the stacks are I have. And I'm almost caught up with my Marvel reading, but DC has a big stack, and all my independent books is a huge stack. It's ridiculous. This happened to be back when the first time around I got back into comic books, which was 2005, early 2005 to late 2008. I kept getting more and more backed up as time went on, and I had to put a stop to it for a while. Then I got back into it a little bit with trades. Then I got back into buying single issues, and I just decided to stop for a few years. Well, anyway, that's enough of me rambling. If you liked what you saw here, please like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you get updates, and share on social media if you do that sort of thing, and everything else. Anything else you want to do, fine. You know, I don't have a Patreon, so I won't be begging for money. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you, and goodbye. Have a nice one.